Alright, just quickly then to put this in perspective. This is the Wednesday morning forecast that's coming on the 31st, right?
Start in places this Halloween morning, frosty for many. Showers in the west, just keeping things frost-free for the far west. Sunny spells, though, for many as we...
Right, look, it's 2 up there, okay, and there's islands, what are they called? Is it Faroe, or which one's a Faroe? I don't know.
Start off Wednesday.
One of those island chains there, one of them looks blatantly like one of the trees which went up from earth to heaven, which were cut down.
Widespread frost for central and northeast Scotland. Temperatures further west, though, where we've got an increase in showers, tending to stay just above freezing. Northern Ireland, patchy frost in...
Okay, that's enough. We don't need to hear the rest of this poofter. -1 down here, okay. Oh, nice. Somerset, is it? Oh. Okay, 2 in London, right? And this scum here, who's fully aware of the weather weapons engaged and being used on us, as well as the poisonous chemtrails, shows no signs of shame. Yeah, and obviously he doesn't have a conscience either. If he did, at least one of these bastards working for the Met Terrorist Office would disclose the disgraceful terrorist actions and ongoing operations which are completely evil, which are going to kill us all by 2025. Like I said, watch the other video, the Deagle forecast. -78% population 2025 in England. Oh, I wonder why. Because we're being sprayed the most out of the whole world. Yes, it's blighty. No wonder it's called blighty. It's the devil's cauldron to mix his shit. Okay, and now I'll show you. Okay, this is set to 1 p.m. It's the 28th. Okay, look, they pulled all the Arctic frozen air from the maelstrom. Yeah, they didn't just freeze Spain out, no. They had to pull it all the way to Morocco. Is it Morocco there? What's the one next to it? Algiers? That's Algeria. And Morocco, yeah, Casablanca, right. Yeah, so, yeah, no mention of it being apparently -1 in a desert region in the daytime. Yeah, we know deserts get cold at night, but this is at 1 p.m. Yeah, and I believe they're all chemtrail, completely covered over, no sunlight for them as well on that day. And then to contrast, we'll go to this side. What is it? They pulled it down to Turkey first. I'll go back. Yeah, so I think it's 26th. Yeah, so it was pulled here first 2 days before. Yeah, -1, -4, single figures in Turkey. And then in stark contrast to what they did with the weather weapon is really hot air from the Sahara up from Libya, yeah, over Libya. I don't know what state this is here. I don't know, is it, who cares? Yeah, it goes over Italy, and it's it's okay there. Yeah, 23, 21. Okay, and then you've got mountains in the way there. I guess that's where the hot air stopped. Yeah, Croatia. Yeah. Romania, they look okay. So in contrast with what they did with the weather weapon, we're having what you would expect for autumn over here in the middle of this. But to the sides, ridiculous, an absolute disgrace. And I should just say that they're not going to stop with this, because they have to keep going with using their weather weapons and slowly poisoning us to death, because they're going to cull us, all right? And that's another thing. They don't like states. Okay, oh, Canada's finished. It's going to belong to China, by the way. Yeah, and I don't know. America will be broken up. They might just blow up the Yellowstone. Yeah, boom, gone. And all these Western countries with generous state pension and benefit systems, they don't like that. They want it gone. So what's the way to get rid of all these countries with generous state benefits and state pensions, where basically it started all this benefit nonsense in the 70s. Where it opened it up for miners, and then it quickly, well, it really was abused in the 80s, where you could basically abuse the system until you reached pension age, and then whoa, you won the lottery, and then you had suddenly these people who've reached pension age, reaching up, up to even 100, yeah, on living on state pension, and they don't like that. So instead of saying we're going to cut it and reform, which they can't do because I don't, once it's done, I guess they've opened Pandora's box. It's too late. So what they're going to do is they're going to destroy us with weather weapons. Maybe even another mud flood event. Maybe some mud will ooze out of the maelstrom, which portal to hell, and it'll just roll. That's why there were islands in the past, weren't there? There were islands which no longer exist. What was it? There's one off island somewhere, wasn't it? And it's gone. Whenever these mud flood events happen, obviously it's going to be like a tidal wave of mud, and it's not normal mud either. It's going to leach out everything. All the metals and minerals will be leached out into it. It's just basically a superfluid, superconductive mud flood from hell, from the deep, and it will roll over, and everyone will be dead. Okay, and then with all the people dead, there's no country, is there? So then, if you're not dead, and instead you are dispersed to other places, which I guess, look, that's why they made the EU, isn't it? Like, with these countries gone, there won't be an EU, so it's all going to stop, you see. And then there won't be any benefit system, and then you'll be just like any other country, where they don't have benefits, like in Asia. Yeah, if you're disabled or sick or old and you have no money, that's it. You're on the street, and then that's the way they want it, by the way. So yeah, that's probably a good motive for what they're doing. It's not saving the earth; it's getting rid of rights, okay, which is a concept which they can't deal with. They don't want it. They want the whole world where it's like a technocratic elite, which will be the 1%. Although they plan to be transhuman by then, but they have a transhumanist technocratic elite, and then the rest of the world will be left behind as third world peons, basically. And eventually you won't even be they won't even need you for the serfdom anymore, because eventually they'll be they plan to be the transhumanist gods on earth. Alright, and with AI and robots, well, they won't even need you, and then they'll just get rid of everyone. You see, Satan wants to make, well, Satan didn't do it. He used people, and he is going to have new bodies. You see? That's what Satan wants to do. Satan wants new bodies to spend his time on earth. Okay? Because if he doesn't get that soon, all will be lost. For Satan, anyway. So this is going to just continue. It's going to be pushed on straight to hell. Hi there. It's 10 past 10, Tuesday the 30th of October. Okay. Today was a terrible chemtrailing day. Absolutely disgusting. I didn't video it, but the dawn was full of the scum, and by 9:30 it was overcast. All right, it cleared up in the afternoon, and what was it, about 1? It cleared up again, and then all the chemtrails are visible, which I had sprayed. All right, and now it's night time. And it is mostly clear. Let me get a few stars. Mostly clear. There's obviously still some of what they sprayed, but not very much. Okay, let's get a star. There's a star. Alright, let's go to the right. Can I get another? Another. Can I get any up there? Are you seeing anything? It's incredibly difficult to get. I'm facing north now. North, going to the west. South now. Okay. Directly overhead. Okay. Directly overhead. Let's see if I can get any stars now. Oh, I give up. Okay. Look, it's mostly clear. I don't need to prove myself. This is the never-ending story. Chemtrail tainted by day, and you know, absolutely clear or very clear skies in the evening 90% of the time. Okay, the only time it will ever be cloudy, it will be chem smog when it's not clouds. Okay, the only time it will be smogged out at night is when there's a warm air coming up from the south, and they've basically created an artificial high pressure system to stop the warm air coming. Fucking scum. There should be an uproar about all this. What happened to all the people who say, "Oh, I love autumn, it's my favourite month"? Well, what's happened to autumn? Straight into winter. I watched a Met Office forecast. Yes, the terrorist scum in bed with the military, and they're all under gag orders. Yeah, what did he say? He said Wednesday it's going to be, in the day it's going to be, it's going to reach zero. Yeah, they're going to have it frozen for Halloween. Okay. Younger people, okay, I try and talk to them, and obviously I don't reveal my power level. I complain a bit. I say, well, not very happy. What happened to autumn? It seems we've gone straight into winter. And just the younger people, right? You know, and I guess the smartphone generation, right? All those youngsters, okay, they don't give a toss about anything, right? And they, I mean, all their knowledge comes from fucking Google anyway. They don't think for themselves. Okay, they're just like, yeah, it comes on quickly, doesn't it? I mean, what? Fuck you, you know? I really, honestly, fuck you. Okay, it's disgraceful. You're basically, with that stupid attitude of not just attitude, that non-thinking way of being, you're allowing these scum to get away with massive crimes. Huge. They're devils. Why can't people see them for what they are? They're fucking liars and murderers. Yes, and if they're just liars, yes, lies end up to people being killed. It's almost the same thing. Because their lies are so big, it's not like a little white lie, you know, to protect someone. It's huge. Huge and, you know, egregious lying. This is a disgrace. Oh, and I should talk about it as well. There you go. Just look at is it Ventu Sky? Yeah, so that's the one. You can see what a terrible thing they did. They pulled the cold from the Arctic maelstrom all the way down, not just to Spain. Yeah, not just to the south coast of Spain. Yeah, and Costa del Sol, and I don't know what else other coasts are there. I don't know. They went all the way to Morocco. That's right, to Morocco. They've dropped it into single figures. Yes, but then on the other side, then Turkey, single figures, and in the middle, warm air has come up, which should be for Italy and, you know, places like that. Okay, so, well, I mean, they did actually cool it down, but yeah, so it cleared up and some warm air came up. And where's the weather report for that? A disgraceful weather weapon has been used to pull Arctic frozen air all the way down to Morocco. And God knows what else they're spraying. I think they're spraying viruses on us. I'm hearing coughing, yeah, in public already. Okay, so what can I recommend? Buy yourself some real honey and elderberry syrup. and just start taking that now. You know, usually I'd only do these kind of things through the winter months. Apparently autumn's winter now. I mean, who can say anymore? It's fake anyway. This cold weather is bullshit. It's contrived. It always has been. They are scum. I'm going to end with just something else now. Your governments are run by devils. Yeah, Satanist pedos. And where's the uproar? They don't only just prey on children. They eat them too. They drink their blood and they eat them. Okay, that's what Satanists do, by the way. But apparently people don't want to know. They don't want to know. Okay? Where is the outrage over this? They're all scum. They're not going to stop. In fact, now that they've committed to this, there's now no going back. Because eventually, this will come out to even all the sheeple. Right? You know what the truth, well, all the stages of truth. Ridicule, isn't it? No resistance, no ridicule, resistance, and then it's finally everyone says, oh, it's self-evident. Even all the bastard sheeple who will call us crazy, yeah? Even those bastards who will laugh at us now, when it finally comes out, if we're still alive, yeah? Those of us who don't die from this, okay? And what they're planning is this isn't the end. It's building up to something. Yeah, all those bastard sheeple. They'll say, yeah, I knew it all along. Yeah. No, they didn't. They were calling people crazy. See what two-faced, hypocritical pieces of crap they are. I hate people like that. Yeah. And I hate that they can't change. They're set in stone, stubborn bastards. And they're going to go to hell because they just can't fucking see for themselves. What a massive deception they're living in. The rulers are coming. Let's talk about the rulers again. Okay. Right, you heard about migrant caravan going into the USA, coming up from Mexico or something. Okay? Caravans, huge convoys of the bastards, right? And I'll tell you, it mirrors exactly what the same thing with all the Syrian bastards coming, right? They were our bastards, because all those bastards that came, and Germany took them all in, and all dispersed through Europe probably. Yeah, these bastards. Okay, that they were arseholes funded by our Western governments, especially Germany being the head of the EU. That's the new fucking Third Reich, isn't it? These evil devils have been playing, regime change in Syria. Okay? And what they did is they've been funding these bastards. They've been sending in, they say ISIS, right? They've been sending in their satanic armies, right? All funded by places like, Turkey, yeah. Turkey had a go, didn't they? Saudi, yeah, Muslim Brotherhood, that's who they are. Okay, but they're all dead now because they failed. And they've got to do the clean-up, you see. They killed them out, most of them afterwards because it failed. Okay, they failed. Assad won because they got help from Iran and Russia. Thank God. Thank God they were stopped. Our governments are criminals. They're murderers and liars. So that's why they let them in. You see? That's where, listen to me, that's where the Syrian arseholes, these refugee bastards, yeah? They're not just refugees. They're all, look at them. It's ridiculous. They're all fighting age men. The majority of them are soldiers. Yeah, the jihadi soldiers. They probably murdered people. And their sense of entitlement to enter Europe and seek refuge because they failed to overthrow Assad, who's done nothing wrong. Have you seen him, Assad and his wife? Yeah, they're good. They're benevolent leaders, not like the scum we have ruling the Western countries. Utter fucking devil scum. And all these fucking establishments. Evil devil scum. They're the real terrorists. The West is the evil empire. The West and Saudi and Israel. Yeah, and then the Scandinavia, who keep quiet and pretend they don't do anything wrong. It's all them. They're the ones with weapons. Okay? They're the scum. Passing off as angels. It says that in the Bible. Even Lucifer
or Satan, is it? Passes himself off as an angel of light. Yes? Okay? Evil doesn't come like a stupid caricature, yeah, like a devil, a red devil with horns, you know? It comes as someone pleasant and polite and with a smile, wearing a business suit. Don't you get it? That's how evil is done. It wouldn't work if you had a monster, yeah, as rude as I am and as blunt as I am and as truthful speaking as I can be. It wouldn't work. Evil couldn't work if they were like me, just stating, like autistically stating taboo subjects. Yes, committing social faux pas non-stop. Yes, embarrassing everyone around me, embarrassing them. Imagine, I tell the truth. I tell things how they are, and that embarrasses people. They would rather not hear it. They'd rather let the lies go on, the murder go on, the poisoning go on, than hear the truth. I am telling the truth embarrasses sheeple. It's disgusting. So yes, let's talk about now the South American scum. Where does their sense of entitlement? Okay, obviously Mexicans had been coming in a long time, because to do some work for the fucking millionaires, fucking work their McMansions. They've got these fucking Californian millionaires with them fucking Californian Hollywood mansions in the Hollywood Hills. Yeah, they're ridiculous. They've got multi-million-dollar mansions. You know, half $500 million. Yeah, that's American billion, by the way. It's 1,000 million. Their estate is staffed. Like they have full-time staff. Okay, this is not normal. These people are all criminals. That's why they have that much money. NASA are liars. There's a bunch of thieves as well. And of course, fucking the UK Brexit. What does that mean? They're gone over with you know, they're all fucking evil though. What the fuck? They're all evil. You know, Brexit or not, stay with the EU or not. You know, it doesn't matter. It's just scum all around. Okay. Yeah, they want to make fund a British space agency. Bullshit. It's a British spray agency. Utter scum. That's why there's austerity. That's why the pound is devalued. Because that's indirectly stealing from everyone to pay for their spray agency. Okay, so let's go back. I just explained what the Syrians are. Okay, and even without not knowing anything, okay, about politics in South America, why this sudden influx of basically a convoy of caravans, or you know, transporting huge amounts of people into America? They're coming. I don't know if they're in there. I only read one article, but as I said, without knowing anything, I can tell you what that is. It's the same deal as Syria. It's who's got bases all over the world. Who's got spies? That's right. It's a British-American empire. Okay, yes, who's spraying us? Yes, let's see. Who is spraying us? Who has military bases everywhere? Yes? This is sick. It's so sick, people don't want to see it. Okay, so yes, so all the scum who want to just get past the American border and just be let in, they'll be let in, by the way. They're going to be let in. Or there's going to be a war. Yeah, you know, all the evil cunts want to let them in because they're their soldiers. It's the same thing with the drug cartels. They are you know, like the soldiers of Democrats. Yeah. I don't know if Trump's a good guy. I mean, after all, he hasn't stopped the US Air Force from spraying us, has he? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Maybe the President of the United States is neutered. Maybe he's impotent. The President of the United States has no power. Yes, it's President Trump. Okay, I don't know. It's ridiculous, actually. I saw a picture where it was like a working class, I don't know, trucker or something in America, saying how he's voting for Trump, you know, before he was elected, because he identifies with him. And then the picture below that, you know, someone made a collage, yeah, was Trump and his family living at the top of Trump Tower with you know, gold enameled gold what do they call it? It's gold flakes, is it, in the rooms? It's all, you know, it's ridiculous, living in opulence, you know, and some retard says, I can relate with Trump. You can't relate with these people. And all his fucking children are married to kikes as well, so look, right away you know something's wrong there, okay? He's in bed with the liars and the murderers, so it's all scum all around. We have no hope from man or kings, and there's no kings or leaders going to help us. Only God. And we're probably just going to have to die here, by the way. Yeah, we'll have to just die, and that way our eternal spirit will be free. Yes, we're going to lose our life. We're going to die anyway, like I said. It's an easy gamble, isn't it? Just let yourself be murdered, and then you're free of this world. So yeah, talking about the caravan, obviously that's again British American army, right? Empire, right? They have been agitating in, I guess, these South American countries. I'm going to guess Venezuela, because they killed Chavez, didn't they? I know that. America, I think, when they said the axis of evil they're going to invade, I think Venezuela is one of them. I think it might be Colombia as well. Okay, so they've obviously been funding thugs and murderers in South America, Colombia, Venezuela, to overthrow, probably, I don't know if they're legit or not. As I say, they wanted to make regime change. You know, all having leaders to govern everyone isn't legit in any case. It cannot be. This is such a ridiculous, it's a nonsensical contradiction of terms to say you have elected representatives. That is a joke. You cannot have such things. You're supposed to be your own man. That's why everyone who's a citizen is just like a domesticated animal. Yeah. Yeah, you see gypsies or whatever, they live on their terms. They're brave, they're strong, and that's why governments and normal people everywhere hate them, because they want to live free on their terms and not have a fucking master. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yes, so obviously, I guess, the governments they wanted to overthrow in Venezuela or Colombia, I don't know. As I say, even without knowing, I know what the situation is. They have failed, okay, and I guess the the legit governments, if you want to call it that, they've probably put an end to American interference with all this agitating, probably, I don't know, people who feel disenfranchised, who think they would be better off as the elite of such countries, and they've failed. And those Venezuela, Colombia, whatever countries are, Venezuela, my money's on. They probably turned around and are just wiping these gangs, these criminals. They're wiping them out, okay? Because they're just working for the devil, yeah, for British American Empire, trying to make another puppet state, overthrow, you know, the current one. And, you know, install a usurious state with IMF loans. That's what happened, by the way. Any country which is overthrown, yeah, they're just puppets, and they have IMF loans, and the people are enslaved forever to the West. You see? So, that's what it is. And that's where the sense of entitlement comes, that they all think, yeah, okay, we lost. Maybe America, maybe the money's run out. Maybe the support for all these thugs and murderers, all these jihadis as well, has just simply run out. Okay, they couldn't win and take over a country, and without the help, they just all turned tail and are just you know, they're beelining to the states like the EU and USA, because those are the people who helped them in the first place. That's where the sense of entitlement's coming from, okay? And they're soldiers funded by British American Empire and the EU, all scum all around us. Brexit is meaningless. It's just words. It's just fucking words. They will say, yes, all that will happen is our travel rights are going to be diminished. To travel to anywhere in Europe, it will be required visas or just extra money. It will just be charged more. Okay, and all these customs and excises, yeah. Right, that will all be to pay for more spraying and spray agencies. The European Spray Agency, CERN, evil demonic scum. British Spray Agency. NASA. What would NASA stand for? What would that acronym be? I don't know what that'd be. Fucking evil cunts, evil lying bastards, absolute scum. I thought that was hilarious. One of the astronauts in training, first time ever, had one of them dropped out. Dropped out of basically a lifetime in a career of ill-gotten money, basically easy life, faking space on camera. Yeah, because he's probably had a little bit of sense in his head, and he knows this is all going to come to an end soon. People are going to have to wake up. God is going to. That's what the Armageddon will be. Armageddon's ever happened before in the past. It's going to happen again. The Armageddon will be when God opens the eyes of all the sheeple who don't want to see. Whether they like it or not, is going to open their eyes, and they're going to see all the lying devil scum for what they are. And that's it. That's the end of the age. Everything will never be the same after that. No one could go on if they knew the truth. Yes, those of us who have seen a little bits of the truth here, yes, even to us, it's depressing, isn't it? You just want to commit suicide. You feel powerless. You know, you're angry and you're powerless to do anything, and it turns to depression. Okay, I'm just going to end the video there. It's ridiculously long. I hate how these devils twist things. They'll be calling me evil. I'm the evil one for calling them out on who they are. Accurately describing who they are, which is evil, Satanist, devil, scum. The whole lot of them. And all the sheeple are like co-opted. It's like they say learned sociopathy, yeah? Okay? Because they don't know the truth. They don't want to know the truth. They just become an extension of evil devil scum. Because they think they're right. They're benevolent leaders. They're the scientists who, you know, they're smart, and they're doing all these things to save us. They're saving the earth. No, they're not. They're liars. And I'll end there. Right, so I hope God can bless us all. I mean, because we're going to go through hell on earth very soon. There's no getting out of that. I guess we have to go through it. Is that the trial by fire? I mean, we are the worms. So, like, look, Satan, this is Satan's world now. Satan cannot create life. He cannot create anything like God can. So what we have here is just like the Bible says, what Jesus says, this place is a corpse. This is a dead world. And all Satan has done, like I said, the world is Frankenstein's monster. All the flesh is basically necromancy. We're the reanimated worms of those who fell before us. The Nephilim, the Titans. We are them. But, you know, we're the worms made out of them by Satan. You know? That's the best he could do. That's why we're so shit, by the way. Okay, so, but because God is so merciful, I guess this is like, what do they call it when you've got those flasks, like a test tube, and you've got the spins around, what's it called? And it like separates all the layers of different bits. Centrifugal thing in it, yeah. Okay, I guess it's like God is willing to salvage what good there is in this world, and that's why it has to go through basically like it's a centrifuge. Okay, of many cycles to get what good there is left. Or maybe, like God said, like he can't do anything because the wheat, there's tares amongst the wheat. He can't destroy this place until he's separated it all. So it needs a lot of time, a lot of cycles for God to separate the wheat from the tares. That's what it is. All right, that's it. I've gone on too long. Nobody's gonna watch this anyway. Just carry on like normal. Yeah. Yeah, your evolution, Big Bang. You're on a ball. If you're on the ball, if you believe in the ball shit, well, you're never gonna get this, are you? You'll never get any of this. You're just gonna continue with the blasphemous, anti-God nonsense that your life is. Your meaningless life. It's meaningless without God. Okay, that's it. Good night.